Hi, this is the Brand Audit for Travel Alaska, a destination marketing organization for the MBA class of 683 for fall 2019. This presentation and the subsequent paper was made by Tennille Wagner, myself, Joel Ballou, Leah Riggs, and Cheryl Gunter. So for Travel Alaska, brief history and overview. Adventurous travelers have been visiting Alaska since the late 1980s. The tourism peaked in the 1920s at approximately 30,000 annual visitors. With the Great Depression, there was a subsequent decrease in leisure spending. Visitation in Alaska dropped off in the late 1930s. The onset of World War II also affected the visiting in Alaska. This was due to the increase of infrastructure brought on by military purposes. The infrastructure improvements during the war and the creation of airfields and the Alcan Highway provided Alaska with more connections to the rest of the world. And therefore, Alaska started seeing more tourists. With increased efficiency and technology, the opportunity to travel to Alaska had grown, and so has the tourist industry and the state's reliance on tourism as a crucial part of our economy. So now we're going to move on to the ATIA and Travel Alaska. So since World War II, travel and the tourism industry has been a bright light in Alaska's economy. And then in 1997, industry members partnered together to create what is now called Alaska Travel Industry Association, or ATIA, the leading nonprofit membership organization for Alaska's travel industry. In 2011, ATIA launched TravelAlaska.com, a cooperative marketing campaign designed to promote Alaska as a premier travel destination. In TravelAlaska's.com first year alone, Alaska experienced a 56% increase in visitors. As Travel Alaska is the state's official website for travel planning, it now boasts over 2 million visitors per year. Travel Alaska values Alaska as a reusable commodity to generate revenue. Travel Alaska also values the diverse ecosystem and cultures that make up Alaska, providing a myriad of numbers of opportunities for visitors. Travel Alaska also values the diversity of tourists with outreach to the UK, German-speaking countries, and Australia, just to name a few. For our SWOT analysis, Travel Alaska is seen as a dominant purveyor of Alaskan experiences. Its website is very easy to navigate, packages are offered based on geographic location, and they even have a mobile app. Also, they do not use artificial intelligence as their travel agents. Travel Alaska's weaknesses include the pricing is very high. This is due to many factors, including just the price of living here, especially. Travel Alaska also has travel opportunities only based in the late spring and early fall seasons. There is also the balance of economic growth and the sustainability of having that many tourists in the same locations. Travel Alaska's opportunities include marketing the off-season with Fur Rodney, the polar plunges, skiing, snowboarding, ice fishing, and the Aurora Borealis. Cross-selling and upselling is possible with the travel agents and continue to gather data and offering research-based findings. The threats for Travel Alaska are as follows: direct competition from people who offer larger portfolios, more services, and more brands. There are other uses of disposable income and leisure time, and there are also a few geographic locations that are similar to AK that can be considered direct competitors. So now for key challenges, we just went over that. Now we're going to go over brand inventory. The basis of Travel Alaska's marketing program is to increase awareness of Alaska as a desirable destination and serve as a resource for visitors. At the same time, by increasing consumer traffic on the website, Travel Alaska appeals to advertisers such as tour suppliers or hotel operators who may pay to place an ad on the website. So for the brand architecture, Travel Alaska is the state's official tourism marketing program and is affiliated by the Alaska Travel Industry Association. While not a part of a huge corporate portfolio in the traditional sense, Travel Alaska can be considered a sub-brand of the Alaska Travel Industry Association and the Alaska state government. The Alaska Department of Commerce funds a biannual economic impact study of the tourism industry. Part of this economic impact study is the Alaska Visitor Statistics Program, or AVSP. The AVSP provides visitor demographics, expenditures, options, and trip planning information, and annual visitor volume estimates. The state-funded Economic Impact Study and AVSP are both extremely useful resources for the industry members of ATIA and the Travel Alaska Marketing Program. Without support from the state government and ATIA, Travel Alaska would not have the reach and impact that it currently has. For brand marketing programs, the most prominent presentation of Travel Alaska's brand is their website, which serves first and foremost as a reference and source of inspiration for potential visitors to the state of Alaska. The first tab on the website's landing page is titled Get Inspired, which essentially describes the underlying mission of the organization. This portion of the site includes a photo gallery, trip ideas, local events, and a travel blog. All are forms of media intended to pique customers' interest and draw potential visitors to the destination. The site's main page also includes links to maps and places to go before narrowing the focus to things to do and places to stay, and then ways to get around, and finally planning help. By generating interest through inspiring images and stories, Travel Alaska can attract potential visitors and increase destination knowledge all at the same time. This alignment between destination and marketing and brand knowledge is one of the reasons Travel Alaska is so effectively able to inspire people to visit Alaska. So now we're going to move on to brand marketing programs, specifically the Vacation Planner. Travel Alaska also extends its marketing campaign to the print medium with their Alaska Vacation Planner. Customers can request a copy of this vacation planner to be mailed to them directly, catering to the potential visitors who are more comfortable with a physical brochure than the website page. The cover of the vacation planner is designed to look more like a magazine than an advertisement, and encourages users to browse the booklet for ideas and to share it with friends and family. Travel Alaska's logo is an excellent example of the evolution of the organization's brand aesthetic. As you can see, the cover of the 2018 Vacation Planner lacked any formal brand logo or slogan. The booklet is simply titled Alaska in bold font, with the subtitle Official State Vacation Planner. While the cover image is attractive and the purpose of the booklet is clear, it lacks any brand resilience. In 2019, Travel Alaska Vacation Planner unveiled an updated logo and a new brand slogan. The brand slogan was adapted to include the word travel along with a graphic mountain range. The logo text takes a gradient texture, and the crossbars of the A's in Alaska are aligned to mimic the mountain range. Along with a more appealing brand logo, Travel Alaska also rolled out a new brand slogan, Alaska, it's waiting for you. This slogan can evoke a variety of reactions, but most of all, it emphasizes the rich nature and cultural history that defines Alaska and urges potential visitors to consider stop delaying their trip to the north. So now we're going to move on to the marketing mix. So since Alaska is a destination marketing organization, their marketing mix is a bit different than the marketing mix for an organization selling goods or services. However, the same basic principles can apply to Travel Alaska's marketing mix for Alaska as a destination as well. For the product, the first element necessary to selling Alaska is to offer the right type of travel product for different types of visitors. So Travel Alaska collaborates with many different tour suppliers and hotel operators to offer a wide variety of experiences, from independent to fully guided, to each guest depending on their preferences. For the price, the high cost of travel in Alaska is one of the major obstacles for potential visitors. One way Alaska tourist industry has attempted to overcome this obstacle is to introduce lower shoulder seasonal rates in the spring and in the fall while visiting numbers are a bit softer. Travel Alaska's website has a page of travel tips advising readers how to make their trip more affordable, including budget estimates. So now we're going to move on to place. So Travel Alaska's SEO techniques and the SERP features, such as AdWords and related questions on major search engines like Google, help their site remain at the forefront of consumers' attention. Healthy web traffic is necessary for Travel Alaska to be able to charge advertising fees, and these SEO and SERP strategies are great marketing tools. To increase their geographical reach, Travel Alaska also attends a variety of trade shows to appeal to the international market. By maintaining a presence at major travel trade shows, Travel Alaska can promote their destination to new markets that may not be aware of what Alaska has to offer. For the promotion, Travel Alaska has a variety of advertising mediums, including print, digital, and video, that are designed to appeal to potential visitors and bring them to the 49th state. Another way Travel Alaska and Alaska Travel Industry Association promotes their destination is by working with industry partners to facilitate familiarization or FAM tours for travel agents and receptive tour guides. When the people responsible for selling Alaska to their clients are more familiar with the destination, they are able to promote Alaska more effectively, having the experience firsthand. Now for competitors, Travel Alaska has a variety of direct and indirect competitors for both advertising dollars and consumer attention. Direct competitors for the marketing organization are any other websites who are offering advertising opportunities for Alaska tour suppliers, hotel operators such as Expedia, Hotels.com, and Lonely Planet. Travel Alaska has to maintain their online engagement with consumers in order to position their website as an attractive advertising opportunity for travel industry members in comparison to these larger travel planning websites. Spending on leisure and recreation is elastic, so Travel Alaska has to compete fiercely for customers' limited disposable income. Indirect competitors to Travel Alaska are destination marketing organizations for other Arctic travel destinations, namely Iceland and Finland, that offer a somewhat similar experience, such as the Northern Lights viewings, hot springs, and mountain scenery. If the appeal of Alaska at a premier destination dwindles in comparison to these other destinations, Travel Alaska's brand equity and advertising appeal will decrease as well. So now we're going to move on to reflections and recommendations. To improve Travel Alaska's marketing program, the organization can focus on three main areas: expanding year-round travel options, appealing to younger and more budget-conscious travelers, and working more closely with travel agents who can create customized experiences for visitors to Alaska. One of Travel Alaska's biggest weaknesses is the limited number of tour offerings on the website. Alaska is historically a seasonal destination, with visitor numbers concentrated in the summer cruise ship seasons from late May through early September. To market Alaska to the more year-round destination, Travel Alaska should begin to push winter tourism more heavily. With attractions such as the Iditarod Race, the Northern Lights, and hot springs, there's a lot more for visitors to see and do in the traditional off-season. Prices are lower, and there are fewer tourists in Alaska during the winter months, so more budget-conscious travelers and people looking to avoid the crowds are a great market for winter travel to Alaska. In the same vein as expanding winter tourism, another great way to increase Travel Alaska's reach is to appeal more heavily to young millennial travelers. 55% of visitors to Alaska in 2016 arrived to the state by cruise. These visitors have waited most of their lives to visit a bucket list destination and have likely been saving for their vacations for quite some time. When Alaska is seen as a once-in-a-lifetime trip, it is challenging to build brand loyalty. If advertisers can succeed in attracting visitors in their 20s, that same visitor may return again with their young family or later in life when they have a larger budget. This type of long-term brand equity makes advertising on TravelAlaska.com more appealing to tour suppliers who want to be a part of these memorable experiences. Finally, Travel Alaska can expand their reach and attractiveness to advertisers by working more closely with travel agents, who can create customized experiences for visitors to Alaska. Since Alaska is not competing for commission, working in sync with travel agents is profitable with all parties involved. If Travel Alaska can become a more comprehensive travel planning service with the assistance of travel agents and consultants, traffic on Alaska.com will increase and advertising fees can increase as well. Thank you very much. That's the end of our presentation.